Hi everybody, this is Shane R. Monroe, and we are back with Call of Duty Cold War Zombies. I'm a huge fan of the zombie franchise, and right here before we get started, I'm going to show you some interesting loadout stuff dealing with Aetherium, and so you'll want to swing back by and take a look at this once we talk more about Aetherium later on. But there's really some interesting things you can do with this Aetherium. But until you actually get a little deeper into the game, you probably won't get all this. I sort of recorded this out of order. But you'll want to swing back by and look at this after you finish this video. But listen, I've been a huge fan of zombies. Zombies in Spaceland from Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, to me, is not just one of my favorite zombie games, one of my favorite COD games, which I know is an unpopular opinion to have. But it's also one of my favorite games of all time. Zombies in Spaceland with David Hasselhoff and Paul Rubens. But I know you're here not to talk about Infinite Warfare zombies. You're here to talk about Cold War zombies. And my son and I are going to take you through this. There's a couple of pieces that are going to be harder to see because he's performing some actions. I'm going to do my best to get you through it. But for the most part, I should be able to show you what you need to do in order to get the power on, get the pack-a-punch up, and do a successful exfiltrate after round 10. Exfiltrate is required. You need to do that 3 times to unlock the Perk operator. So many of you are probably trying to do that. And so we're going to help you do this exfil and show you what our loadout is, what our strategy is. So we'll get started with the basics and we'll work our way up. This will only run till the end of round 10. So for those of you who are wondering just how far we're going to go, we're going to do the successful exfil, which ends the game. So I'm using this Hauer 77 shotgun, and I recommend you do the same, especially if you're looking to do an exfil scenario. It's very effective against the sub-bosses, mini-bosses. It's also remarkably effective at culling large quantities of zombies. So this is what we're both using right now.
Arriving at Alpha Site. You're clear, strike team.
As with most zombie games, your first order of business is to grind cash to get doors open. So my son, I should say, is going to be running around killing zombies. I'm going to take you around the map a little bit, show you some of this great artwork. There's artwork all over the place in this map. Here's one of the doors. We're not going to use this one at first. This one brings you over to where the exfil location is, but it's not really necessary. You don't really need to spend that cash just yet. This door, on the other hand, is the one you're going to want to use. There are workbenches or crafting tables that will let you build items on demand based on salvage. We're going to show you more about salvage later on. But this is how you get stuff you need. Things like monkeys and things like sentry guns, stim packs. Yes, the zombies will drop some of them, but you might need more of them. Here's an ammo cache. These are scattered all over the place. So you no longer have to go and buy specific ammo for a specific gun at a specific location. You can pretty much get ammo all over the place for fairly cheap. The price of the ammo goes up as you get better weapons. Just while my son's grinding up coin for us, just to show you just some of the graphics and environments here. Very, very cool. Sort of an abandoned 80s headquarters. Just get him out of the way. Yeah. There's another one of those ammo boxes back there. Lots of detail, lots of small stuff. There's where one of the mystery boxes might appear. Although I've never ever seen it there. Played this a lot so far. I've never seen the box there. Just some really cool stuff. This kind of old 80s computer and infrastructure and tech. And of course, you know, the standard stuff applies. 2 times multipliers, insta kills, nukes, those sort of things will all appear over time as you kill zombies. We're using the old trick here to make sure that we wait until there's plenty of enemies before we take that ×2. Of course, it will time out, so we have to get it eventually. But the idea, of course, is to maximize your ×2 time. I do like the fact that there's a timer down there now that sort of pretty much straight up tells you how much time you have left on that particular modifier. So no more fun just for my son now. It's time for me to do lots of melee kills. That was salvage I just picked up. Those little green boxes that are dropped. It looks like a little brain appears in the middle of the screen when you pick something up that's salvage like that. Don't worry, you'll get a better look at salvage later, but these guys drop a couple of different things, along with those modifiers we were talking about. It also drops salvage from time to time, and it also drops weapons such as Semtex, C4. And of course, we melee as long as we can to maximize our points. He's already opened the door that was right here. And there's also another door right here that he already opened up. So he's been grinding very, very well. Now, you probably noticed those purple arrows. See them? There was one right there on the left. Purple arrows will tell you exactly where to go. Unlike some older Call of Duty zombie games, there's the Jugger-Nog. There's another weapons cache here, or ammo cache for you. And he already opened this door as well. Following the purple arrow, there's a door right here. And the entrance to the facility will open. And he managed to open... Oh, no, he didn't open this door yet. I was going to say, he's managed to open all of these doors. So we're taking you on the shortest path, I believe. We found the shortest path to the power switch. There's another crafting table, by the way, right back there.
Soviets found it soon after. Sealed it up.
Go ahead and contribute by blowing that door open. So it costs money to open doors, just like every other one. They hide it in the fact of planting demolitions, but it's still, you're paying for doors. There's another one of the Perk cola machines, speed cola. Here's our next door, 1750. We are nowhere near there. So let's look around. He's busy killing. There's an insta-kill. Oh, there's some salvage right there. Now you can just run over the salvage. You don't actually have to explicitly pick it up. The blue items, like the... Oh, here's the trial machine. So once you initiate that, it's a lot like the 9 map in the last zombies. Another ammo cache. So these are the reward centers here. Once you complete a task or a trial, you'll get some sort of reward. It could be money, it could be a special weapon. It's all sort of random based on... And we're going to do a trial here in a little bit. It's based on, sort of the complexity of the trial that they give you. There was some more salvage over there, right there. Starting to get a little high level to be doing melee.
One less hostile
Salvage. Salvage is really key. You'd think that maybe you could sort of... Oh, there we go. There's a decoy. Now, you have 2 different weapon slots to pick up, and only certain weapons will go in certain slots. So if I were to pick up, say, monkeys, it would replace that decoy because it takes up the same slot. You can stack in this game, though, which is great. So if I were to find another decoy, I could stack it on top and have 2 decoys. So you're not limited to 1 of each item, which is also kind of cool. And you can buy your way into those multiple item sets, which is neat. I buy monkeys later on and I lose them because I accidentally picked up something for the wrong weapon slot or item slot. So here's where you pick up some armor and weapon and armor upgrades. Of course, it's not available until the power is on. So we're waiting on him to grind up the remainder of the cache. The power is up here through this last door, which I do not have the cache. You see there's, again, purple arrows telling you exactly where to go. You'll also notice that there's waypoints all over the place. So a lot of the major items that keep the game going, such as where the power is, what you need to do next, a lot of those things are on the mini-map. So you don't have to memorize or know them or watch this video 100 times to try to figure out where the power switch is, because it kind of tells you where they're at. I mean, you get the various terrain traversing. So he's going to go turn that power on, engage these 2 terminals right here. I'm going to go get this one, and then he's going to pick up that other one when he's done. He'll run down there and pick up the other one. Once you engage those 2 terminals, an anomaly will appear, which is necessary for you to get the pack-a-punch and other stuff. We're not covering the other stuff. We're going to take you up to the pack-a-punch because we don't have time trying to get prepared for the Exfil. A little more killing, got a little bonus pointage. There's a weapon mod machine right there, sort of one of those random games of chance. There's the anomaly down there to the left. I think I enabled the anomaly in this game, if I remember right. You can jump over all this stuff too. A lot of things you can jump over or navigate or traverse around in here that you would not think that you could. So if you think that railing looks a little bit too high or you shouldn't be able to go over there, try it anyway. You might be able to. Of course, the zombies can't too, but it's nice to have another shortcut. So I'm going to activate the anomaly, no cost, no charge, and you have to stay alive for a few seconds while it charges. The bad guys are still running around, by the way, the zombies. And as soon as you change phases here, like now I'm in the anomaly, all the zombies got knocked down. They'll all get back up, of course. Now our goal is to get to the Aether tunnel, which you can see right there. Oh, well, kind of there. There's a marker to it. My son's going to beat me to it and go down and get the weapon part, or the machine part that we need. But I'm going to show you where it is. So once you get to that tunnel, you're going to go down the tunnel, and right there at the bottom of the tunnel is going to be a machine part. That machine part is the pack-a-punch part. Once you get that part, you'll want to run yourself. You can only build the pack-a-punch while you're in this anomaly. Right, so here's the path that he took down the tunnel to go down to the weapons lab and picked up that machine part. You cannot build now. See, we're starting to leave this plane. That's because he built the pack-a-punch. As soon as you build the pack-a-punch, you are dropped out of the anomaly. And now we're into plague dogs, which are hellhounds, which are clowns, depending on which version of Call of Duty Zombies you're most comfortable with. These plaguehounds are particularly a pain in the butt because when they die, they release, of course, a bunch of plague. And that can easily take you down if you're surrounded and you are slaughtering a bunch of them at the same time. They'll all drop plague virus at the same time, and it's real easy to get knocked down. Right, so right now we've got the pack-a-punch built, and I'm going to go down and show you where the pack-a-punch is here in a minute, because I need to pack myself up for the Exfiltrate. Sorry you didn't get to see it actually built. If there's real high demand, I'll go back and do another video of it. But that's how you do it. There's that weapon upgrade machine. I believe I use that later. I'll show you a little bit how that works. Max ammo. Alright, so pack-a-punch. Now take a look here. You can actually pack-a-punch multiple times. So it's level 1 pack-a-punch, level 2 pack-a-punch, and there's ammo mods as well. Sorry I was a little bit quick, but things get a little dicey with this later on, and I didn't have him necessarily covering my back while I was shooting. But you can pause it and go back and look. Alright, so get a little bit of reward action. There are things called milestones in this game, and when you complete milestones, and these happen every time you play, it's not a one-time meet the milestone and you're done. When you reach level 10, it's a milestone. And milestones award you lots of XP, and occasionally it will drop you an Aetherium crystal, which is what you use to buy all that cool stuff that I was showing you at the beginning. The skill upgrade, weapon type upgrade. You can upgrade your Perk cola machines, right? So you can make them more effective. Unbelievable. So many things going on in this game. So many things to grind for and to shoot for. So we're on round 9. And I am pack-a-punched. And he, I don't believe, is just yet. So we're about to encounter the sub-boss. It's a big mutated radioactive dude in a radioactive suit. And he's tough to kill. Shotguns to the head work amazingly well. I think I'm going to pick up Jugger-Nog now because that guy will put you down quick if you make a mistake or you get caught on the geometry. Jugger-Nog will give you like one good hit from him. But there he is right there. And again, he does very strong melee attacks if he comes charging after you, and he, as you could probably just see, he also throws some nasty radioactive goo, which will do impact damage as well as long-term damage. Obviously, one of the best ways of taking care of him, he's not super fast and he's not super aggressive, not until he gets close to you anyway. He will, he'll track in on you. But probably your most effective means of taking him out is to dispatch as many of the other zombies as you can, so you're not constantly looking over your shoulder. You can see that's sort of what I'm doing, dividing and conquering. Yeah, I'm not getting the nuke because we don't want to get past this level too quickly. We want to have time to actually prepare ourselves before the next round, so we're leaving that nuke alone. So, you just saw a Megaton split. I finally got the last kill on that guy, and he splits into 2 versions of himself. Slightly weaker, but no less deadly. And you take care of them the same way. You do shotgun blast to the head. He's up here now helping, so this will take care of business. These guys also do serious melee damage, and they also throw goo. So we're going to dispatch them pretty quick. Yeah, the shotgun, the pack-a-punch shotgun, does the job quite well. There's a key card. We haven't quite figured out what that's for yet, and please don't tell me in the comments. Part of zombies for me is exploring and learning. I don't like looking up help guides. Personally, I understand some people want to know exactly what to do. Me, part of the fun of zombies is figuring it out on my own. There's another door here. That circles you around. We were going to try the key card in this computer over here that's asking for a password, but that did not help. Yeah, so we continue to try. And you don't get a spoiler. That's even better. All right. So let me see what we're going to do here. I think I do the weapon mod thing. So you can upgrade your weapons and armor, right? So there's tier 3 damage, tier 4 damage. You can do all sorts of cool stuff. I'm going to upgrade 1 level. I moved my Orion 777 to less rare or uncommon. Give me a little more damage. And again, the Exfil, you're gonna need it. Let's see. So you can see I'm Pack-a-Punch round level 1. I've got Jugger-Nog on. I'm still charging my energy ball, which I didn't get a chance to mention that earlier because it was sort of a heat of battle thing. But your sort of bonus field weapon, if you will, in this case, is an energy ball. So you throw the energy ball out. It's sort of like a grenade. It blows everything up in a certain small radius. So now we kicked on a trial. I don't know if you noticed that. He started it. And trials, as I mentioned earlier, give you an opportunity to perform some particular service. Don't take any damage for a minute and a half. Don't go down for a minute and a half. A lot of things like the robot in Infinite Warfare. But these will, or the, what was it, the Zeus challenges in IX, or 9. Still don't know how to pronounce that. I could call it IX and 9 interchangeably. So right now we're just supposed to be killing these things while we're inside the medical area, medical bay. And so we're doing a good job, and we will be rewarded. Now one of the interesting things here is they don't really show you how far along in the reward process you are. At least I can't tell that they are. Every time you do something successfully, it flashes red. I think the more you do it, the higher the reward level goes up, if I remember right. So the more we kill, we are sort of charging, but there's no real indicator. If you do enough killing, it changes your reward available from common to uncommon to legendary or whatever as you go. That's how it's worked in the other games, of course, but no, can't really comment here. So let's go see what our reward is. You go to the reward machine, you claim the reward, and in this case, it's a buttload of salvage. We'll take it. Salvage is important for the Exfil especially. So we're going to prep ourselves, get some monkeys. He's getting monkeys on board, which you're not going to get to see the monkeys thrown, I'm sorry. But I also buy monkeys, and then I inadvertently screw myself over by picking up. So I get monkeys, and then I turn around, and like within seconds, I go back and I pick up my damn thing, and I drop my monkeys, and I leave them. Had I thought about it, and I wasn't excited to get back to the Exfil location, I could have picked those monkeys back up. You can trade out, right? So it's not like I lost the monkeys, but I did lose the monkeys. So Exfil is only available at round 10 and every 5 rounds after that. In order to get that going on, you have to go to the radio, which is right there at the very beginning of the game. Again, there's a nice waypoint to show you exactly where it is. You engage that, and then everybody in the game that's playing with you has to accept the challenge. At that point in time, everything is sort of reset. You're right where you are, but now it is zombie apocalypse, and they're all by him because he's at the Exfil location. You'll get a chance to see. I'm going to top off my ammo here. You're going to see just how crazy. Look at this. And he's already killed a ton of them. So they throw everything at you. They throw dogs at you. They throw there's the energy ball that didn't get triggered. I throw a decoy out, which buys us a little bit of time. He's already thrown monkeys, and that's that killed a lot of them, right? Monkeys, anything mass destruction right in this area is really good. Now the plane or the chopper will not land for the Exfil unless you cleaned everything off. We've got most of the scary stuff taken care of. He's better at the game than I am if you haven't figured that out. But you have to clear them all. Every zombie that spawned as part of that Exfil has to be slaughtered. And of course, once you do, there's the chopper. You do the chopper, and out you go, and the game's over. So Exfiltrating ends the game. But see, I reached a milestone. I did not receive an Aetherium gem. My son did, of course. I did not, probably because he did all the work. And that's it. I mean, you've Exfilled, and so you're out of the game. You're done. I hope you enjoyed this look at zombies, Exfil, power, Pack-a-Punch, and be sure to like the video, subscribe, click the little bell, get notifications of our other videos. Thanks so much. I'm Shane R. Monroe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.